What's going on, Ant? What's going on? How you doing, my guy? What's up with it? I know I'm late today. I know I'm late. I'm over here arguing with T-Mobile. What up, Ruslan? Hey, hey. We just getting started, waiting on some guys to get in here. We going live. Yes, sir. So like I said, man, I'm doing it. So that's why I got to get my teleprompter right here so I can be looking up. But I'm going live every night for from December 1st through the 25th. And that way we can go ahead and get some practice in so I can get used to going live as well as checking my comments. But I'm glad you on here, Ruslan, because I have a question. I don't see the marker option. Where do I go to pull up the marker option? As you can see, I'm screen sharing right now. So what do I go to see that? I'll go to my YouTube dashboard, and I was trying to find that feature you were talking about. So you chilling with the grandparents, huh, Ant? So we're gonna do some cut critics tonight, man, and get it going. If you have you submitted any haircuts? So where do I go, Ruslan? Because I'm not seeing it. Or hello? Give me just a second, you guys. I'm on the phone. Normally I don't take phone calls during this time. All right, sorry about that. So, yeah, I'm over here arguing with T-Mobile. But anyway, do you know where I can find that, Ruslan? If this is my dashboard, I don't see where to pull up that live feature. Normally, I'm on my other computer, and it has a couple different. I have a couple of different monitors, so I can have, one over here, one over there. Or maybe I should just start using OBS. So, who we got in here? Who we got tonight? Let me go back over here to this screen. So, who's all in here tonight? And where y'all chiming in from? Hey, do y'all see this? I don't know if you can see this. You guys, look. I'm at 29. Let me. The subscribers have jumped up. So remember, I was saying that we were gonna do the 30K giveaway, and this was in the beginning of the month, and I had like 29,109 and something. Go back. So I was thinking that maybe it wasn't gonna be a possibility. So who's all in here tonight? What up, Edgar? What's going on? Where y'all chiming in from? Hey, do y'all see this? I don't know if you can see this. You guys. So I was thinking maybe I wouldn't even be able to hit 30K this month. And then all of a sudden, one of my older videos just took off like over this past week. And I wasn't even paying attention. I noticed like the comments were up and I was commenting more and, responding. And then all of a sudden I just checked my subscriber count and it jumped up 700 and something subs. And I'm just like, what the heck? But it's one of my, it's this video. Let's see. My Kevin Durant video. Let me remove some of this stuff off my screen. So crazy. What up, Ronald? Big Ron. Okay, we got some pictures from Anthony we get to go over. Slips, what's going on? How you doing? Welcome. I don't remember seeing your name on here before, so if this is your first time commenting, what's going on? Where you chiming in from, and how did you find out about it, about the lives? because we've been going live every night since December 1st. Well, let me show y'all. This video is going kind of crazy right now. And it's an older video that I put out in May. This joint is at, let me move this over. It's at like 800 and something thousand views. So it had been sitting at, it's been growing, but it had been sitting at like 600 and something for a while. And then out of nowhere over this past week, it just kind of exploded again. And we got like 100 something thousand views in a matter of a couple weeks or so. So look at this. Y'all be worried about my money. Well, look at that. It just jumped up over the, what is this? Uh-oh. It's not letting me highlight it. Audience reach. Okay, dope. Hey, we got a first timer in the building. Y'all welcome Slips into the building, y'all. Part of the crew. That's dope. I like to see where different people come in from, how you find out about it. And I do the same thing. So I'm a barber. I'm Christopher Manyweather. This is Deadstock Barbershop. I've been cutting hair, Slips for almost 19 to 20 years. And I just love it. So what I'm doing is just trying to help people grow. And I do it through video. So I make tutorials, as you saw earlier, as well as we're going live. So with the lives, we can get more specific. You can ask questions and you can get these, these responses that are tailored to you. People chime in and they give their advice. I also do what I call cut critics, and we go live through my Instagram. You can post some pictures. If you're cutting hair already, you may not even be a barber, but if you are, or if you're an aspiring barber, you can submit some pictures of haircuts from multiple angles, and we can help you grow. So I just want to welcome you into the building. And I hope you stick around. We try to go live every night at 9 o'clock. Tonight I got held up on the phone with T-Mobile. I was like, you know what, you guys, they had to call me back. They got to call me back later because I had to get off the phone. I didn't even want to. See, we got some welcoming party. Mr. Ronald Morgan welcomed you. So other than Anthony, and as well, if you guys can go ahead and get these likes up a little bit for me, so that more people can know that we're in here doing this thing right now. So the algorithm can pick this up and recommend it to some more people. But we're going to go ahead. Anthony, I know you submitted some haircuts, and we can go ahead and jump in, or we can wait just a little bit longer. It's up to you guys. But I just want to get it. I don't want to waste too much time. So what I'll do right now, I'll just go ahead and pull up my Instagram. See what all I've been sent. If the people that sent me stuff, because I've been getting pictures and things all day, if those people aren't in here, then I don't want to waste the time like with this information that I'm detailing out for them specifically, and then they're not even in here. Even though it would help you guys all, but you can put your own pictures in there. See, 360 Jeezy is live. Y'all see that boy dropped his brush? 360 Jeezy has his own brush now, and it's $60, and it sold out first day. He did pre-orders, and that brush sold out. I'm like, man, that brush, it got to be automatic or something. I don't know exactly how you sell a brush for $60. Hey, but when you that big and you can get it, I'm not gonna knock it by no means at all. Ant, you ready? Anthony Owens, let me know if you're ready, and we can hop in here and see what you're talking about, bro. Those pics are a little older. Okay. I sent the video to your Instagram of my first ever cut. Okay, let's see. Is this you, Playboy Kim? Let me know if that's you, and we'll go over it right after I go over Anthony's. So how long ago was this, Ant? Did we do these already? Was this from 9/31? This must be from today. Okay. All right, Ant. So the first thing I see, you see, I need to get some new ones for you. Yeah, I understand. Like this is kind of out of the blue. You know, you didn't expect when you were cutting hair that you were gonna be having them critique. So yeah, let's jump right into it. So the first thing that I see is just the sideburn area. So I see you gave him a little beard. You might have put a little enhancements in there or something like that to make it a little darker. But I do want to see this area right in here. Let's see if I can circle that. I'd like to see that blended out a little better. It's just a little dark. If you look in this area right here, here is your line. Let's highlight it again. Here's a line from there. Here's a line from there. So what we want to do is we're making a transition from light, and it's going to get darker gradually as we go down. But the only problem that you're running into is that his beard is not really dark. So I would have had all of this much lighter because of this area in here. So I see you edged it up. So from here, I'm going to only be getting lighter going up. But you see how this looks? It looks light, and then it gets dark, then it gets really dark, and then it gets light again, and then it goes bald into the taper. So I'd like to see this be the lightest area or the darkest area. And from here, you're fading up, and you knock all of that out. Like the first thing I would have did, I probably would have came right here with my masters all the way open, no guard against the grain, and I would have just knocked all of this off right then. What up, Nathan? What's going on? Okay, so this is from about 8 months ago, and I know from the pictures you've been submitting that you've grown a lot since then. So, but I'm glad you got some content for us to even look over. So yeah, I would like to see that cleaned up, fade that out, as well as in this area on the taper. Track with me. That is a line there, and then you got this bulk up here. You see where it's kind of darker up in there. So I'd want to see that blended in much better. Look at those lines. 5, 4, 3, 2. So now you can see it right here as well as up here. I want to see those transitions better, and I know we've talked about it on numerous occasions, and I know you've worked on it since then. But for the other onlookers, people that are watching, maybe they don't know. So what we're doing, slips, one thing I like to point out, I'll pull this down real quick. I like to point out, look behind me. Look on my screen right here. Okay, so what we're doing is we're fading. So if you look at this light behind me, we got the darkest point over here. We got the lightest point right here. You know, everything's reversed. So dark, light. So in between, you see it's gradual change. The gradients in it. You see, so it's going light and it just... But when we're looking at fades, a lot of the time, so as I told him, for the sideburn area that's going into the beard, imagine it's light, and then all of a sudden, if this was this darkness here was right there in here. There's no gradual effect. So we got to make sure that the shading is lighter, and then it's getting darker, or it's darker and it's getting lighter. And I like to kind of point that out as a visual for people so they can know what I'm talking about. So as you can see, it's bald, or it's at its lightest point, and then it's starting to get darker gradually. Then boom, right here, you see, it's not gradual. It just gets dark, and then it stays dark, and it gets really dark right here, and then it gets light again. So that fading or that shaded effect that we're going for, it's just not happening the way that we desire to see it. So that's what I'm pointing out. Those are the kind of things that I point out, as well as the edge up could be cleaner. It definitely could be cleaner. Right in here, just I want to see that sharper. I want to see this, a little bit sharper in there, and just kind of clean it up, man. If you see your edge up kind of, if I had to draw a straight line, my line might be too thick to see it. But I'll just point it out. So it kind of goes up in this area, and then it comes down, and then it goes back up a little bit. Let's see if I can draw it so you can track with me. So it goes up, then it comes down. Stare at that line so you can see what I'm talking about. I'll remove it in 5, 4, 3, 2. And you see in here, it's going up, and then it comes down and then goes into the corner. But this is what we're here for. We're here for growth. As you can see, he's definitely not ashamed to post his work because he's here to grow. But looking at these two pictures side by side now that we got both angles, look how dark this is all the way up to here. So if I had to draw the dark points, this is dark up here and in this area too. Versus this main darkness is here, and this spot is just lighter than it is. I'll pull this arrow out. This area is lighter than it is over here. Can you see that? So we're looking for consistency as well as the taper area. Let's look at this. I like this blend on this side much better, but the bulk of this taper is here. It's a nice low taper, but over here, look at the bulk of it. It came up here. You see the difference? So one of them is like this. The bottom one's like that, and this one is much higher. So we want to make sure that if we want the taper to look like this, then we got to do it over here, or vice versa. As well as and what it causes is it's so much darker in here than it is up here. So can you guys see that? I know you see it, Ant. What we talking about? Who we got in here? Randolph Fernandez. What do you recommend to transition better? I cut down my own, and I would like to send you pics to critique. What I do is, he said I forgot to blend that one in. Mr. Barnes, welcome. We had Ruslan in here earlier, right when I signed on. So that's pretty fire, man. To get some people. I'm in a course with this guy right here, and he's doing some good things. He's also a YouTuber. If you guys are some youngsters, I know most of you guys are college age students or even college students. This guy has some information that can really help you grow. The name of his channel is Daniel Barnes. That's 2 A's in Barnes. So as you can see right here, Daniel Barnes, you can look him up. He's on Instagram as well as YouTube. So, but getting back to it, thanks for joining us, Daniel. Let's see. Yeah, Ronald, I'm refreshed. I'm a little tired, I'm not gonna lie, because we stayed up singing. Like when I got off here, me and my brother stayed up singing till like 1 a.m. We was doing some karaoke. Junior says, hey Deadstock, the Bible says to be a good steward of your money. Do you think spending $80 on a haircut is being a good steward? It depends on who you are and what your situation is. So if it is something that is in your budget, if you are budgeting to be able to afford the lifestyle that you want to live, or to be able to make the donations that you want to give, and support your family, and you can afford $80, then I think that it's to me that's fine. It's between what you and what the Lord has blessed you with. But I can say, man, if it is out of your budget and you may be behind on some bills or you're in debt, different things like that, I definitely do not recommend you guys going out and overspending, because that would not be being a good steward over what the Lord has given you. So hopefully that helps, Junior. That is a great question. I'm so glad you asked that, because for a lot of us, and it doesn't matter what field or industry. So you say $80 on a haircut, but it could be that iPhone. It could be those AirPods. It could be, you know what I'm saying? Like those clothes, those shoes. It's a lot of different ways to not be a good steward over the funds that the Lord has blessed you with. And so I just want to make sure that in pointing that out, it's not just the haircut. It's everything that we do. Maybe I shouldn't be going out to eat a couple times a week. We might have to go buy groceries so that we can have funds instead of blowing the money. So great question. Great topic. Who else we got in here? Randolph says, yo, Chris, do you recommend blending up or down for starters? If let's just say you got a fro like this. And what's up, Chromium J? What's going on Cube Photos? What I'll getting back to this over here. So if you're having a fro type area like this, something like this, Randolph, what I do is I like to come in with a number 2 guard, and I'll just knock this area down with the grain. I have a video for you to watch that will really break it down. It is called, it's titled weird, but it's like don't cut a black person's hair until you've watched this. And of course that's like a clickbait title, but it's really a true thing because I see a lot of people that are cutting African American hair, and when it comes to transitioning mohawks or afros or burst fades, things like that, the transition or that blend area is usually not really good. So I do recommend you watch that video. Yeah, so that was an on point question, Slips. I'm glad he came through and asked that. Junior, thank you. Nook, what's going on, brother? Well, I'm so glad everybody's coming on in here. But yeah, I like this. Let's get back to it. So we're doing Cut Critics right now, guys. This is Anthony Owens. He has submitted some pictures for me. As you can see, he has multiple angles of the same haircut. And what that does is it ensures that I'm able to give him the best help, because as we saw, one side is actually different than the other. So by me being able to see, I can tell him how to critique it. Yeah, Chromium J, that was a different type of question. And that's actually, thank you, Junior, for saying that, because that's where I want my channel to grow towards. So as some of you guys are just now joining us, I was saying Daniel Barnes, him and I, we're both in we're taking a course for YouTubers right now, and it is a Christian-based course. And so we're trying to figure out, how do we merge our beliefs and what we do on a daily? How do we merge that with what our niche is, what our passion is for? And so questions like that, conversations like that is really what I'm pushing towards. I want to show you guys haircuts. I want you to do the best fades you can do, but even more so, I want you guys to live a life that is pleasing to God, because that's ultimately, like, even for me and my clientele, I'm like, man, really what they receive from me when they come in and get a haircut, the haircut is like the cherry on top. But really, it's the relationship that you build. It's the opportunity to pour into someone who may be down or may be broken, discouraged, need some encouragement. You know, those are the things that I love most about what I do as a barber. And I feel like God has me in a place where I can actually do this on a bigger scale. Even with being in a private suite now, I can have these conversations with people and actually help them and give advice, or just be a listening ear. And so I want you guys to pick up all of that, because we are like some lightweight therapists. You know, people come to you and they're going to tell you things that I don't feel comfortable sharing this with my wife. That's as much as you would think that wouldn't be the case. That's the case. I don't feel comfortable telling this to my girl. I don't feel comfortable sharing this with my guys, you know, and you become that person that people are willing to open up to. But I will say, being in a private suite, people have opened up more than I've ever expected. Guys come into the point of tears in the shop, just talking about the things that they're going through in life, that anywhere else you catch them, they're not shedding a tear about it at all. But it's really my response to what they're telling me that's making them think differently about it. You know, like things from guys being abused by their women, or even going back to being abused from their mothers. And so now I think this is acceptable, because I'm a guy and I done been to jail and I've been fighting my whole life. So I know, but I'm like, bro, even if that happened to you as a young man, it's still unacceptable. That's not something that you get used to. That's not something that you just be like, you know what? This is life. This is how it goes. Because my mom did this to me. My lady is doing this to me. You know what I'm saying? But I'm like, bro, I don't want you to find yourself in a position where now I done blacked out and I'm coming to, like, what have I done to this lady that I love so much? You know, and sometimes you got to give that harsh advice or open people's eyes up to situations. But it's more than a haircut, man, and I really believe that it's about how you touch people on a daily basis. What am I filling you with, so that when you leave here, you leave with feeling as good on the inside as you do on the outside, as you look on the outside. But let's get back to it. Bro, you give valuable info. Love joining. Thank you. If y'all haven't liked the stream yet, thank you. Listen to my dog right here, man. If y'all haven't liked the stream yet, please do that. It helps Chris grow and reach more people. Thank you. See, he's already helping me, so I know he can help you guys. People say I take long to cut my clients. Never leave. Let me look down here. Never leave and come back, but I do want to get faster. Yeah, what I will say is this. We are customer service based. So just imagine you go to a restaurant and you got the chef back there and he was like, I just want to make the best steak I can possibly make. And it took me an hour and a half. Think about what the customer at the table is doing. Think about what they're thinking about. So it's the same thing for us. We're customer based. If a person is sitting in your chair, you might want to do the best job you possibly can. But they've got jobs, they've got homes, they've got spouses, they've got appointments, other things. You don't know if, hey, I got an hour lunch break. Let me go slide in the shop. They're going to take 30 to 45 minutes. And I know I can get back to work in 15 minutes. And I'll be good to go. I can get a haircut on my break, so I ain't got to do it after work. I can go and get the kids from school. You know, it's so many things that people are doing. And we're also in that whole, as my generation called it, microwave era, but I call it the TikTok era, where everything is fast and people have high expectations and lower amounts of time. So if you're taking forever, then it makes it hard for that customer to come back to you, even if you did a great job. They might be like, well, you know what, that dude he was pretty good, or she was pretty good, but I'll just wait till an off day to come. I won't never go back in there on a break or anything like that. But I'm not looking to come in there on my off day. So if by chance nobody can get me through the week, then I'll wait till Saturday and see what Nook has available. You know what I'm saying? Yo, Chris, what's your favorite movie? Oh, I don't know. That's a tough one. That is a tough one. I don't know. What's your favorite movie? I don't know. I like the Temptations movie. I like the old school singing. I was always a fan of like the Matrix series. I'm an action guy too. Like pretty much any action movie I love. You said, wait, you went to jail? You're not listening, Chromium. No, I was talking about the customer. He was explaining how, man, I've had to fight guys bigger than me. I've had to fight guys in jail. I'm used to being a fighter. So he was justifying the abuse that he received as a child, as well as the abuse he was currently receiving from his girlfriend. And I had to tell him, like, just because you had to go and fight in jail, think about that. You're fighting people in jail who seemingly, like, they don't care about you at all. But you shouldn't be getting abused by somebody in the house that you love and you have a child with and all these different things. You know, like, that's two different places. You shouldn't be even comparing the two. I shouldn't be comparing my household to prison. You know what I'm saying? Like, the two things don't go together. Let's see. Great words. Thank you, Jay Clips. Thank you. Ronald says his favorite movie is Boys in the Hood. I think I might have watched it all the way through once. I'm sorry, guys. I haven't watched a lot of like hood movies or whatever. What do you guys call those movies? I call them hood movies. Look at my bro right here. He says, I'm a Temptations fan. Bro, you can't beat that Temptations movie, bro. Oh, Spider-Man goes hard too. Okay, which Spider-Man? Because I think that the newer Spider-Mans are better. But we're going to hop back into here and look at these, finish off these haircuts. And if nobody else has any, I know Slips has some. So let's get back to it really quickly. And then after that, if there's nobody else in here who submitted some, then we can get back to chopping it up about whatever movie, whatever food, whatever y'all want to talk about. I'm not tripping. So here we go. But what I was going to say is, Ant, I love this line in the back. This is crispy. This is what I'm talking about. This is the same thing I want to see on the front edge of your haircuts. Crispy, bro. Crispy. Slip says, favorite movie is Friday. I went to go see Friday. I was a little kid. I wasn't even old enough to get in the theaters. They snuck me in. Okay, Ahmed, you sent some too? Ahmed, is this your first time in here? I don't remember seeing your name either. welcome, 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 welcome. If it is, and if this is your first time commenting, thank you, man. Join into the conversation. We will get to your haircuts as well. So, Ant, I want to see this first guideline, your bald line on the back. Let me get it pulled up. Let's go back. Welcome back. All right, so I want to see this first guideline be up here. And everything, we always bald out the neckline tapers. Whenever you're going to taper, unless you're doing like a straight hair client, typically they'll tell you like you can fade it down to a half or a 1 or something like that. But usually all my African American clients, they're always are going to get a bald taper in the back. So I want to see all this bald down here, and it's going to make the haircut last a little longer as well. If they want to do it on the sides, I'm not tripping on that. If they want it to be light on the sides, that's cool. But I'm still going to bald out the taper in the back unless they say not to. Then we don't do it. But now that you can see from this other angle, look at this line right here. Oh, that's what you said. You forgot to fade in the beard on this side. So yeah, you hit the taper. I like the transition on this side. I wish the other side looked just like this. I wish the back looked just like this, because this is good work right here. But yeah, we can't be forgetting to do anything in the haircut. But you're not licensed yet, so this is where we make all our mistakes. So I have no issue with that, because I know you're not going to do it again. Same thing over here. I'm loving this line. Your trimmers was hidden. Nice and clean. You want to fade that in a little bit better. Of course, bald that out. But not bad, bro. Not bad. I think this is one of the harder haircuts to do for a lot of people, as far as that transition from like a fro down to a taper like that. But let's get to it. I can't do nothing with them dark haircuts, man. He's in the shadow. But the main thing that stands out is this right here. I want to see that blended in. The rest of this doesn't really look bad, but I'm gonna look from a different angle. Hold on, Chromium J. Hold on. I wanna get through some of these, and then we'll come back to the comments. Let me take your Spider-Man comment down. Let's see. All right, let's take that down real quick. Okay. So I do see that this side it looks a little bit different. Okay, you gotta go. All right, man. I know you're a youngster, so when your parents say it's time to go to bed, it's time to go to bed, man. Thank you for joining. I'll answer your question. I should make a podcast. I'm working on YouTube right now, like this. It should be called Chris and Friends. Hey, I don't mind that name. I like that. But have a great night, Chromium. Thank you for joining me, my guy. I will see you tomorrow night, hopefully at 9:00. Make sure you say your prayers, nephew. But yeah, I'd like to see this cleaned up a little bit. The beard or the sideburn area was much different than the other one, because remember that dark spot was down there, and I said that's where I'd like to see it cleaned up. The edge up is not bad on the side. It looks like you kind of went up in the corners a little bit. And then I would like to see, can you see these little fine hairs back here? I'd like to see that cleaned up. I'm not tripping off the top if that's how you wanted it, but I'd like to see this area cleaned up a little bit. But overall, this is not a bad haircut by any means. Yeah, not a bad haircut by any means. Let me see. Let's see. Yeah, just really mainly that sideburn area. I feel like if I look at both sides, the fade is pretty similar on both sides. I feel like this one is a little bit darker. Can you see that? The darkness in here versus the darkness in here. I feel like it's really dark in here in this area still, versus most of the darkest area is up here, even though it's dark, but it could transition a little bit smoother. So yeah, that's it for Ant. Thank you for the submission. Who else do we got? Let me get over to Slips. Did you tell me your name? I don't know exactly who you were that submitted it. Submitted this one right here. I'm gonna assume that this is you, and we'll just jump into it. Yeah, this is my first cut. Oh yeah, that you did say you submitted your first cut. So normally, if you see how Anthony's pictures were, I want multiple angles. Okay, you got a video. Let's see. Yeah, so I want to see multiple angles. So the next time you submit, go ahead and give me both sides so I can tell you, just like I did on Anthony's, like, okay, this side is darker than that. You can do this instead of this. What I will say is that I see your initial guideline where you balded it out because you got them nice and bald is here, and then it drops down like that. And then your second guideline goes like this, and I can map it all out because I can see it all. And then it kind of disappears into this line. And then you got another one that kind of comes up like this, and then it drops down to about right here. So the fact that I can point out to you what your guidelines are lets me know that you didn't really fade them out all the way. But what I will say is this, just to help you out, what your initial guideline and everything should look like is this. If you're going to do this fade, let's just say you hit your first guideline like this, right? You giving them a drop fade. Then your next one, so you got it up here. So let's just say you want it up there. Let's say that. So if you want that next guideline to be up here, then you want it to be even as it's going down. So now, as I'm fading it in, everything will be the same. But I want you to look at the difference. Look in here. Look at how it goes from light in here, and then it gets darker as it goes down. You see that? So let's go back, and I'll redraw them now. This should be your initial guideline. Then we're gonna go another guideline, and I'm sorry, I'm just using my finger on my laptop, so it's not gonna be perfect. I know I see that slight wobble in there, and so then you're gonna come through with your next guideline like that, and then you can just fade them on in. You're gonna blend those areas in. So I'm interested. How long have you been cutting now, Playboy Kim, young Kim? How long you been cutting now, my guy? And how are you enjoying it? Like, I enjoy it, bro. One other thing, I can see that, man, your trimmers. I know you've been on your own line looking at how the zero gap, cause look at that boy face. My guy is whelped up. So you might, if you're gonna have your trimmers zero gap, I would like to see that you are actually being very light-handed, because if you're not, then your customers are going to have whelps like that. And I also would like to see you change the angle on this side, or this vertical bar is what we call it right here, where we like to angle it backwards a little bit. Check my angle out. So look how I angled it, and it's slanted a little bit this way, because if you don't, let's look at your angle once I remove that. So yours is like this, so it kind of makes it look like it's leaning forward. So you want to kind of slant it back a little bit as you're getting to the top area, so it'll look better for you. It won't look like his edge up is kind of leaning forward as anyone's looking at him from the front view, or if he's looking at himself in the mirror. So really quickly, I'm trying to figure out why I'm only popping up on one of these. Well, you guys don't have to see me. You can hear my voice. That'll work. Okay, so is anybody else in here that submitted? But thank you for submitting that. I just like to see all the way around so I can help you more. I can advise you. I don't know exactly how you did it, but clip up his hair or put a scrunchie in there and tie it all back until you all the way done. Then you get your video, then you can let it down. But shoot, for a first haircut, I don't think mine was that good. I'm not gonna lie. I didn't even try nothing like that. Matter of fact, I didn't even know what a ball fade was. All I was doing was taper fades. So not bad. Not bad. I can go back through my Facebook and show you when I tried an actual ball fade, and I did it with a design, and I was already doing designs, but that fade was not a fade. So you guys keep that in mind as you're submitting these haircuts. Do not feel bad by any means, because every single person who cuts hair now has had to sit in your seat. The only difference is most of them don't have the benefits that you guys have of having someone like myself doing these lives with you. or any of the other YouTubers that are doing tutorials in the way that it's very easy to understand, and we have voiceovers and overlays and pop-ups and things like that. So you guys will be better in shorter amount of time than it took for me to get good. You know what I'm saying? Like LeBron James' son, Bronny, is better at this age than LeBron was at that point, fundamentally, because he has better trainers and he eats better and his workout regimen, you know, all of these things have changed over time. So same thing in our industry, the way you guys are able to learn or even grow through something like this is something that we just didn't have 10 years ago when I was in barber school. So, but yeah, well, shoot. If nobody else has submitted that's here, then we'll go ahead, because I know G, he actually submitted last night, and I told him he would go first, but I haven't seen him in here yet. So, yeah, we won't worry about it. We can get back to the comments. If anybody has any comments. Yeah, man, definitely. Like, home is a place where that's your safe haven. When the world is trying to attack you, you like, man, let me just get home to the ones that I love. I don't want to have to hurt nobody at this job. Okay, Ronald, you said it called street movies. I ain't seen a lot of street movies. I'm not going to lie. Y'all going to be surprised. But I just didn't grow up in that type of household. A lot of people will say, oh, it's because you're from Portland, Oregon. But it's not that. All my friends watch that stuff. I just didn't watch it. So I went with my older cousin. We seen Friday. I saw Set It Off. But that's really it. Like, I didn't see I never watched Juice and Poetic Justice. Like, I've seen bits and pieces, like walking through somewhere or being at somebody's house. But shoot, I just watched Eddie Murphy Raw for the first time, and I didn't even watch the whole thing. I seen parts of it back in at the beginning of this year. Yeah, I know you just had one angle, man. I'm not tripping at all. This is your first time, so you didn't know the rules. Any of these other guys who've been in here with me every day, I'd have been like, say, I ain't got nothing for you. Hey, no problem, Aunt. You know I'm here for you. Let's see. So what guards would you use? Are you talking about on that last haircut? Let's go back. We can break this haircut down. Let me get it pulled up right here. Okay. Hold on. I'm going to let it reset one more time. And I will show you exactly how I would do this haircut. So, one more time. So, if I was to do this haircut, I'm hitting this is a drop fade, my first guideline there, right? And it's going to be shaky. Like I said, I'm using this, my Mac. And this is going to be my next guideline. So, everything from this first line, the first red line and down, all of that's going to be bald. Everything from this next red guideline, that second red line and down, is going to be my clippers, no guard, all the way open. When I say all the way open, I mean the longest range that my clippers can reach. And so closed would be the shortest length that they can cut. Open would be the longest length that they can cut. So I'm going to go all the way open, no guard, and set in that next guideline. So then after that, I'm going to, or sometimes I'll do this before. So you guys see this whole area up in here. I might do this first. First thing I'll do is knock all this down to a number 2 close. So all of that is going to be a number 2 close. Everything. And then I'll set that first guideline. Then I'll hit the second guideline. So my next guideline after that is probably going to be my number 1 guard all the way open. Or sometimes I'll do it all the way closed. But it's really up to you. So let's just say for the sake of teaching you guys, this third red line will be my number 1 all the way closed. And so I'm going to go up. Now from there, I'm going to blend this stuff in to this length. So I'm going to use the system of open, halfway, quarter, closed. Give me just a second, guys. I got a phone call. I'm so sorry. Give me just a second. Okay, give me just a second. Hey, Morris, Ibrahim, you can go ahead and go to my Instagram and you can submit it to my Instagram, Christopher Miniweather. I'm almost off the phone, you guys. So anybody that has submitted any haircuts, we will get to them. I'm almost done. I'm on the phone with T-Mobile. It's imperative. So give me just a second. I'm so sorry, guys.
Okay, if that was the case, sir, then let's go ahead.
All right, guys. I appreciate y'all patience. I'm still on the phone, but we can. I'm gonna pull up, sir. You can keep talking. I'm addressing my
Is that
class.
for an iPhone adapter?
Yes, it was the two iPhone 13s. Um, what's going on, Mike? What's up, Nathan? Um, Ibrahim, I need multiple angles. Multiple angles. Caesar, did you already? Okay, you said rate your haircuts. Yeah, I'm in the middle of teaching a class online, so that's why. Caesar, did you already submit them? Caesar. Yeah, I'm not seeing your haircut, Caesar.
Okay. Hello, sir.
Yes, I'm here.
Okay, based on that adapter I can see here, it costs around $50 something like that. So if we that's for two, that's $30. And then of course for the regular screen protector for an Apple, just cost around 39.95 cents. So if that be the case, then it's just a one time. I'll give you $70 to compensate for those. Okay.
Okay, I bought two screen protectors and two adapters
Okay. Hold on there. So this screen protectors, which ones are protected?
for the iPhone, both of the iPhone 13s.
Under which line, sir?
Um, they're two new lines. Whatever the, I'm not sure. You should be able to see it on the account. I don't have the list, the names.
Okay, hold on. And anyway, I'm currently on the other tools. Okay, let me just check it on my end.
Okay.
Okay, so you bought two screen protectors for those two lines, right?
Yes. Yeah, the iPhone 13 Pro Max as well as the iPhone 13.
Yeah.
Okay, guys, I'm not seeing your haircuts coming through. Oh yeah, G, I didn't know you were in here. I'm gonna go ahead and pull yours up because you were supposed to go first as of last night anyway. Okay, I know we did the that one the other day. Okay, so yesterday, here we go. All right, remember we need two sides, guys. I need to see multiple angles. So I actually I like this one a lot. It's really good. This is really good. But I just need to be able to see the other side. The taper looks good. Looks like you might have enhanced it a little bit. Um, the edge up around here looks good. I'd like to see this area just right in here, just right in here, just put a little bit more curve to that, because as you can see, it curves up and then it just has this diagonal shape right there. But not bad, not bad. I feel like I'm seeing something at the bottom line there, but the video goes by a little too quickly for me to catch it. And then it's kind of blurred out. Okay, yeah, I could see it. So right in here. Oh man, that's a bad line. Let me erase that. So it's like right in here. I can kind of see something, like it might be your initial guideline, just a little bit. It's faint, but it's not bad. Not bad. I just want to see that removed a little bit more. But that's a 10 in the barbershop. That is not a bad haircut by any means necessary. Like, okay, this is different. Is these spider webs or is these pyramids? I can't tell. Whatever it is, it's creative. I like it. But what I will say is that what I do see is this, and I know he's wearing a crop. Hey, T-Mobile hung up on me. This area in here, I want to see you clipper over comb that out a little bit. So that way it can just, that bulk area. I know with a crop top, you want to have the bulk, but I feel like you can clean it up just a little bit more so it doesn't look overly heavy. But I like these haircuts, man. I like it. Look at this. These guys are looking, and yeah, they feeling it. King Me, he normally just put laughing emojis in here, so he actually using real words tonight. Ronald says it's fire too. So not bad at all, man. Not bad. I'm liking it. I really do like this haircut. I like both of them, honestly. Like your transition in here is from bald to going into this length up until you get in here. Like I said, I just want to see that come out just a little bit more. But you can keep it. I would probably just scissor over comb with my blending scissors. I would definitely do that. But man, this is fire, bro. I can't knock it. I cannot knock that. So thank you for submitting these. Oh no, they didn't hang up on me. I was looking at the wrong phone. Yeah, I thought you hung up on me.
No, okay. Sir, I can see here that, of course, there's only one which is insured, the one iPhone 13, which is insured. And that's the one, okay, I'm very sure you're already aware that that screen protection, if you insure that, of course, unlimited. And we can always replace it unlimited. But then again, as I mentioned before,
Well, like I said, I just bought both of those iPhones. I just bought them
okay,
both just Saturday.
yes.
Two iPhone 13s.
Yes, sir. I just want to inform you, sir, as well, that of course, normally what we do is just we compensate for that one that is, of course, you bought. We take as insurance, but then the other one doesn't have any. But then again, just at one time initiative, in order for you to finish this one, then I'll credit both of it, and then we'll place it, and then I'll place a notice here that we have in recognition, of course, of the convenience you mentioned as a one-time credit for you. I place a 100% credit on your account, okay?
Okay, and what is the total amount?
110, sir.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you, sir. Have a blessed day.
All right, you too. Good night. Whoo, man, dealing with these phone companies. All right. So, who is this right here? Who do we got? Super Barber. Who are you? Who in here is Super Barber? Ahmed, is that you? Who's Super Barber? Or is that Morris? Mike, you sent some more too? Okay. All right. If you are Super Barber, let me know. But if not, then I'm gonna go on to the next person if you're not here. Kyle, that's what's up, man. Yeah, what we're gonna do, I think we got all of the submissions for tonight. I'm not gonna be on a whole lot longer. This is kind of a weird night. It's been weird. I had T-Mobile freaking calling me all night. But yeah, so you can go first tomorrow, Kyle. But I'm about to skip over Super Barber because he hasn't checked in. Oh, that is you. Okay. Man, you better get the typing before I, because I will move on. All right, let's see. Is this the same? Oh, no, that was Thursday. Is this the same? Which one of these are new? Why it says Thursday at 2:51? This is all the same person, right? Okay, whatever. All right, so if you guys can submit them, turn your... Look at this, bro. Can we get a rotated angle? I'm not going to look at the sideways ones. I can't do that. It's messing with my eyes. Okay. Oh, we got some blurries. Okay, Ahmed. I like it. I do want to see, just like what I just told the last guy, scissor over comb with your blending scissors for this area in here. So just to help this transition from this length to this length, if you just hit these ends, like the tips of the hair, don't go all the way into the length of it, but just by cleaning up the tips of it with your scissors over a comb, bro, you could definitely do some damage. But I'm liking this. It's just a little dark in, just a little dark spot right there. And a dark spot in here, but I can tell that the reason that it's dark like that is because his head appears to dip in right there. So if you have an indentation in your head or a dent in your head like that, then that area is going to appear to be darker. So it is your responsibility just to lighten that area up. You know, if this is a half guard, halfway open, all the way around here, but this spot just happens to look a little darker, then you want to close it and just use the corners in this area only and just make it blend in a little bit better with everything else on the sides. But other than that, man, this is nice. This is nice work. I love the transition from skin into this faded area. And like I said, that's just me being hypercritical when I'm looking at this area in here and just trying to teach you how to clean it up more. But you know how to cut. You know how to fade. I'm liking that. Let's see from the sides, though. Let's see what he did from the side. Yeah, just a little bit dark in here. I would just want to see that lightened up a little bit, blended in just a little bit better. And same thing in this area. I hit that with the blending scissors. But I like this cut. I'm not mad at this cut by any means. Just a little something in there. Like, yeah, this area right in here could have just been faded out a little better. But man, this is a good haircut. I'm not tripping. I don't want to look at it from the side. Not bad, Ahmed. Not bad. Make sure you give me the left side, bro. Pictures of left and right. Hopefully you can get the back as well as the front too. But that is not a bad haircut. Hala Kebab. Hala, how you say your name? What you can do is you go onto my Instagram page, you follow me, as well as you're gonna leave haircuts. So you're gonna DM me the haircuts, but make sure it's multiple angles. If we can get left, right, front, back, that would be perfect. If all you got is left, right, and back, I'll accept that. But if all you give me is one side, then I'm not gonna review it, because the haircuts can look completely different on either side, and I can't help you if I'm not able to see it. So let's see. But let's get to the next person. But that's some good work, man. That's some good work, man. I'm proud of all of y'all guys who are submitting your who are requesting to have your work seen. Let's see. I know Jay's is in here. Jay-Z. Jay's Cuts. And I will get to you, Morris. I got you. I see you, bro. I see you. I ain't forgot about you, man. But we're going in order of who sent theirs first. So, hold on. What I will say is, you guys, the worst thing you can do is take these haircuts in portrait mode. Look how that doesn't even look like hair. You see how it just kind of blurs it? So what portrait mode is really, look at the focus. Look what's sharpest in this picture. His face. So portrait mode is good for taking portraits, not for haircuts, but for showing someone's face off. The phone it's a computer, and its program says for it to blur everything except for the face. Let's make detail highlight of the face, but look at the hair. Like, it doesn't look like hair. So that's why I really don't like it. Look how there's no detail in here. Like, I can't even tell how good a job you did. It looks like you did a good job as far as the fade goes. Looks like it's kind of dark up here, back here, and maybe up in here. And I feel like the edge up could be sharper, but I really can't see this haircut in detail because, once again, it decided to focus on his ear. Look how focused his ear is. Look how focused his eyes and nose are. It's sharp. It's sharper than everything else. This is all blurred out. Everything around it is blurred out. So it's good for just taking pictures. His neck is nice and crispy for some reason. It's clean lines. I can see that clearly, but it's not good for showing off haircuts. So I really can't give you a whole lot of feedback just because it's blurring so much of it. But it doesn't look like you have any lines in there. I can say that. But you guys, if you can take pictures, if you want to submit them, take off the portrait mode, please. You guys see that? Okay, yeah, you use the filter to blur it. Yeah, once again, it's a little dark in here. I don't know if you use any enhancements or anything like that. I want to see a sharper lineup on this beard. If you did hit that, fade it in a little bit better. From what I can tell, I feel like the fades are just a little bit different on both sides, but it's really not fair to judge it because I can't see. So that's why I want you guys to submit clear pictures. Come back tomorrow, Jay, and give me some better, or what's today, Saturday? So if you cut in between now and then, or if you have any other pictures, go ahead and submit them so we can do it. Like, that's fine. Customers aren't looking at that stuff. A customer will see this and be like, okay, that boy clean. He clean, and that's cool. But for what I'm trying to do, I have to be able to see it and see it well. But this edge up could definitely, it's like kind of leaning down. I like this line. This is what I've been trying to get people to do and understand. That angle right there. That's the angle that you want to go for. It doesn't always have to be so harsh. It depends on the customer, because some people, like, his hairline is just a little bit receded, a little bit. So for some people, what I don't want to see is the edge up leaning forward like that. We want to have at least to where it comes back, like right in here. Something like that. Something like that ain't bad, but if you go like this, then when you look at them from the front, look how it looks slanted. And that's what a lot of the submissions that we've been looking at have been like. So what mode to use on your phone? Just use your regular camera, bro. Don't use the portrait. Because it doesn't show you details. It doesn't show you the details on the things that you're looking to show. So let's go back to the lab. Go to requests. R724, are you in here? Who is this? R724. Hey, no problem, Ahmad. No problem at all. You got 30 seconds to let me know if you still in here. If not, we're going to go on to my guy. Okay, that's you. Okay, cool. All right, well, let's go on up. All right, so this is all the same haircut, multiple angles. Cool. Thank you. That's how you follow directions. All right, so what I see first is it's going to be multiple things, so track with me. I tell people that haircuts break down into 3 sections for me. The first section would be right here, whatever you're going to do on top. Section 1. Oh, man, that's ugly. Section 2 is going to be however you decide to fade his hair. So you decided this is a drop fade. I can see that clearly. That's the fade, right? Or I'll erase that, and I can bring it up a little bit. We can say this is the fade in here. But section 3 is going to be in between the two. So here to here is section 3. So we got 1, 2, 3. So our job is to not only, because I can look here and see that you produced a clean fade. So you produced a clean fade in section 2. I see the length on top, but your issue is area number 3. So let's look from this length where it's dark at into this area where the fade is. Look what's in between. What is in between is all of this bulk in here that doesn't blend. And we'll take it down. We'll go about to there. So I would like to see this area cleaned up. So whatever you did over here, if this is a number 3 or number 2, whatever the case may be, I want to see this not be so dark in here, because we're transitioning from dark to light, or from light to dark. And I'll show you what I showed the guys earlier, the guys and gals earlier. Look at me, look at my TV screen. I know it's not a TV, but as we're transitioning from dark to light, then we shouldn't see some major dark spots in here. The very dark spots should be over here. So when we look at your fade, where I say your transition area, we got the length on top, and I hope I'm creating a picture for you guys. So this is the length on top, the darkest part. This area in here, that's the length on top. Then over here, this is your bald area, the lightest area where you did your nice bald drop fade. So going from this light area bald drop fade, going to the hair on top, the darkest area, it should be a smooth transition like what you see here. So let's go back to what you did so you can see what I'm talking about. So this is that lightest area. This is the darkest area up here. Now look at these dark areas in between where it's not a smooth transition. This is all dark. This is all dark, and it even comes down into the fade. So what I want you to do, just to clean up the fade just a little bit better, when you're putting in your guidelines, here's 1, here's 2, here's 3. Oh man, that's bad. Here's 3, and let's just say here's 4. I want to see you go all the way over to, like, whatever you're doing in this section, I want it to go all the way through. I want all of this to be the same length. Then when you're doing this section, I want all of this to be the same length as you're fading it in, of course. So the top part, because look what happened as you got into this section. If this is all the same section right here, how is this so dark? How is this all so much darker than everything else? Can you guys see that? Okay, Ronald's tracking with me. Let's go. Ronald's understanding what I'm saying. So we want to make sure that it's going dark from light. So as we go down, this dark area should be getting lighter as it gradually goes down. But as you can see, it's still so abrupt all the way down here. This darkness goes all the way down here. And even if you want to keep this area dark for the C cup, then you got to still fade it in a little bit better in this area. All of this stuff still has to fade in. So What I also want to see is that you clean this edge up. I want to see even if you don't give him a line, let's say you don't give him a line there, you can still come here and clean that up a little bit more than what you did. So you're going to take off some of that hair so that you can make it cleaner in here. I can see that you edged it up, but it's just that is not what I would consider to look like a professional lining, if that makes sense. So that's one angle. But man, the fade, like, you obviously know what you're doing. There's not too many lines. It's more just the detailed dark spots. And that's one thing I'm noticing about a lot of you guys. A lot of you guys are definitely past the point of lines in your work, really. It's more so about the detailing, where you're taking those two to three teeth on the side of the blade and blending it in. Like, this looks good, man. This looks good, honestly. But that whole section where I told you, let's see. So this section right here, because it's so much longer and it doesn't blend in, watch when we look at it from the back. It's going to stick out. So clipper over comb, like AAC said, and look over here, you can see it sticking out. So we follow the shape of his head like that. Then it starts to go out, and then it goes back in. So you want to clean that up on both sides. Let's follow this shape out, then it goes in. So, but the fade is beautiful. Like, you got just a little bit, you see this in here? Just a little bit of detail right there would have cleaned that up. And maybe a little bit in here, but I'm liking the transition on the blend. Not bad. It looks like maybe you might have cut a little bit into his cowlick in here, into his swirl, but I really can't tell just because his hair is so light in that angle. But not bad. But what I will say is now both sides look different. So look at the left side. Look at the right side. So you did a much better job on this side of blending on your fade than you did on here. So let's look at this. Look at this. On this side, you still got a bunch more weight in here. It's still much darker in here than it is on the other side, as well as in here. So you got all this, and this will come from setting your guidelines in. Like I said, you set those guidelines in, then you can start to stretch out that fade a little bit more to where it doesn't look so dark here and dark there. You know what I'm saying? What I will say is that you left it dark in here like you did on the other side, but it actually looks better on this side, except for this part in here. It could be cleaner. But yeah, that's all I got. Once again, like a little clipper over comb around this whole section around his head, because even from this angle, you can see it sticking out. So you got to remember, we're doing men's haircuts. They should be squared. So this should be, that little corner should be knocked off. That piece, you know what I'm saying? You can knock all that off all the way around, going this way, as well as going the other way. As well as going on the other side of the head with clipper over comb. But yeah, not bad, my guy. I want to see this, like I said, the edge up cleaned up. But you got the concept, man. You got the concept of fading, and that's what we want, because we can build on that. So hopefully that helps you. Thank you for submitting. I appreciate it. Thank you. Yeah, it's blurry, bro. Look. So look at what they're saying. He needs some thinning shears over comb. Yes. That's what I'm thinking, AAC, but it's blurry. So that fade from the back, you killed that backside. I'm not going to lie. That backside looks fire. It's just a little bit of work in here on this side, and then the thickness of all this in here on the right side. So you want to make sure you clean that up more. And yeah, man. But thank you for submitting your request. We're gonna end it with Maurice right here. All right, what we got? So is this a self cut? Oh no. Okay, you got him right there. Okay. before I can even look at the haircut, the thing that's screaming at me is, oh, no problem, bro. No problem at all. Thank you for coming through and submitting, because it's going to help other people. There's other people looking at it as well. So they may not have been the one to post, but they're going to learn something. Or it might just be the fact that I'm saying the same thing to you that I said to someone else, and it's really sticking better for them, if that makes sense. Have a good night. Good night, bro. Thank you for coming through. This is the wrap up right here. But what I got to say is, before I can even get on this haircut, I got to get on this area right here. What is going on, my guy? What is he doing? Is he growing the beard out? If he's growing the beard out and he don't want you to edge it up, please convince him just to let you fade it in at least. Because I see you know how to fade. But let him fade that boy's sideburns in, man. That looks crazy. And also, give my boy a towel or something, man. Why you got that man covering up his chest like? But yeah, man, this is a good fade, man. I like what I see. Let me look. Just in this area, hey, this could be kind of a rough area, especially when you think about a person with calyx or whorls. My brother said no touching. Well, tell your brother that he ain't a professional barber, man. What up, Sonny? What's going on, fam? Oh, Sahar's in here too. My bad. I'm sorry, I missed you. Sahar says this. My tip, it seems like you know what you're doing. Just take your time. Yep. There we go. That might have been to the other guy, to the last guy. But what's going on, Sahar? All the way from Israel. But let's get back to it. Just in here, it's a little dark right in here for my liking. I'd like to see that cleaned up, but not bad, bro. Not bad. I know this could be a problem area, so you guys want to make sure that you first identify his whirl pattern or swirl pattern, and you brush it accordingly before you even start cutting. And then as you brush it and you see, okay, this is the way that it grows, it's spiraling this way, then you cut it the exact same way as the brushing pattern. But this fade is not bad. It could just be lightened up, just maybe a smidgen right in here. But once again, not bad at all. You said, I don't know how to find the way the hair grows in the back. So that's a good point. Javier Castaneda, or how you say that? Castaneda. That's one of my customers right here, man. Man, Chris got to stop acting like you don't see my... Bro, I didn't see anything. Oh, hey, man. My bad, bro. Let's have a, we got to have to stop this right here. Bro, I got 2 phones. When I'm home and I'm not doing anything, bro, my phone be down. They be down. So I don't be hearing it. A lot of times you see me in the shop, I don't answer my phone. I don't answer text. I'm not on the phone in the shop, as you know. So it's kind of hard to, like, my ears are trained to ignore it. And so I really don't hear it, bro. And then, bro, you text me at 11 something. I was up at 1 doing nothing, bro. I could have got on the game. But yeah, that's my guy right there, man. I ain't avoiding you, bro. I might get on the game. I might not get on there tonight. I still got to prepare for church tomorrow. And yeah, so, but back to the cut. Yeah, we can stretch that out a little bit. Yeah, man, I'm beefing with T-Mobile, man. It's some stuff going on. But I guess I'm not beefing because they just gave me like $110 credit. So they gained my allegiance back for a little bit. for some free accessories. Okay. So as far as finding that pattern, your brother got it rough. I'm not gonna lie. So he has 2. He's one of those individuals. So as you see, it's over here and it's all the way over here. So what I do is you're gonna look at how the hair is growing as you're brushing it. So you brush it. If you brush it this way and it create a line or anything like that from you brushing it, then you probably go in the wrong direction. So you're gonna brush it until it's like full. Looks like it's fullest. So this hair in here looks like it's going this way to me. This hair in here looks like it's going down. So it means that swirl's middle point should be somewhere around in here, because this hair in here is going up What I can't tell from this angle is what's going on right here. So I know he killed you on this. I know he kills you every time you cut his hair. But what you can do is start off with a bigger guard back there, because this looks like maybe a number 1.5, or your 1 halfway open, whatever this guard is. Just start with a bigger guard in the crown area until you can see, like, okay, this is what his hair is doing, and you can leave it thicker in there so it doesn't look super light in the back area. What you laughing at, Johnny? Oh man, I'm over here pointing out stuff. Yeah, so so R says I do a Southside fade, man. What you know about a Southside fade? Well, Johnny over here laughing. All right, do a game stream one of these days. Y'all want to watch me play video games? Is that what y'all want? Because I can play some video games. If that's what y'all want, we can do that. Y'all just let me know. Say the word and we in that thing. Yeah, I saw it. Thank you. See, my boy Ronald being here checking me, bro. He got me right. He be getting me all the way together, man. Thank you, brother. All right. But the blend is not bad. It's not bad. If I want to be super picky, I'd say you can go in here and clean this up a little bit. But it's not bad. I don't think this is bad. You at the house. You cutting in the kitchen, in the dining room. This ain't bad, bro. When we get over here, same thing. Just a little dark in here. Little bro got to let you go ahead and just fade that in. Just tell him, man, I'm not going to go down here. I'm not going to edge up nothing. I'm just going to fade this in. Have it looking clean. But same thing. You want to make sure that you're brushing this stuff down. You guys are always to cut with a comb or a brush in your hair. Your hand. Is going to help you lay that hair down back to its original growth pattern as you're cutting it. And it's also going to remove debris or fallen hair that has already been cut that might just stick to the client's scalp. And you'll be trying to fade and realize that, oh, no, I've been over here working on this same spot for 10 minutes. And yeah, I didn't even have to. Hey, he said, I thought dude was being held hostage in these pictures. Yeah, man, you grab that man by his neck like that, you going to turn your head. Hey, just like you grabbed his neck and said you're going to turn your head, grab his neck and say, I'm about to fade these sideburns, bro. Do that same thing. Oh, man. What's this? Is this a scar? Or are these hair bumps, razor bumps? Because if it is, and you're using like an electric shaver or even zero gap trimmers to bald it out, it may just be too close for his skin, bro. A lot of black people cannot take a close shave. So I want you to think about that as well. I can't really see anything on that side. But hey, not bad. I would like to see that edge up, man. Give me one more angle next time just to see the edge up. From here, it don't look bad, but I just can't tell. All right, so yeah, so if that's hair bumps, then what I would do when I have customers like that and they want to rock like a bald fade or something, then okay, yeah, I'll give y'all a little nugget, something I'll be doing. So I would bald it out with my trimmers, because for a lot of us African Americans, this back there as well as our neck under here, our hair is so curly that if you cut it too close, it's going to, as it tries to grow back in, you're going to get a hair bump. You're going to get hair bumps or razor bumps or whatever you want to call it. Hair bumps, because it's an ingrown hair. So what I want you to start doing is this. From here, all of that, anything above that, it's cool to bald out with your regular, whatever you bald it out, him out with, you can use that. But then when I come back here to this area in here, when I get in this area in here, then I might just close up my clippers all the way. You know what I'm saying? If they're not zero gap, or if they are, then I'll just have them like one notch off. And I'll just hit it to where it gets really close. Like you really can't tell. But it's still going to have more length than everything else in this area. It's not going to be as bald. So that way you can get them close Like I got a guy, he's actually a barber. I do him every Wednesday at 9 a.m. So when I take his beard down, I actually just put it on the second notch of my trimmers, and I just cut it down like that. I don't take it all the way down because he will bump up. He won't. I can't put the trimmers on him all through here. I got to go to the second notch. So try that as it clears up. You can even take this time to practice how to clean up hair bumps. You know what I'm saying? So as it starts to grow back, you should see a little like black hair trying to grow through the bumps. Get you some gloves. Invest in you a nice set of tweezers, and you can pull those hairs out, and the bumps will go away. Okay, Sahar wants to see me cut live. You want to see me cut live? Nah, then you're going to see that I'm really trash and I'll be photoshopping all this stuff. And then y'all not going to come back because you're like, bro, all I had to do was learn how to Photoshop. Nah, I'm joking. I've been thinking about that actually. I did it last year. I had an after hours appointment. And you know what? Tomorrow, guys, I have to cut my son's hair. I think I'm going to cut one of my customers as well as my son's, one of my customers, and then my brother that's in town. I'm gonna cut all his hair off. So I think I was gonna record that anyway. I think he wanted to be on YouTube. Ronald says the technical term for those hair bumps is pseudo-folliculitis. That man has been to barber school. Moore says, oh wow, thank you so much, bro. It helps, and thanks for the nuggets. No problem, bro. That's just something I picked up. Yeah, so I'll do something live for you guys. It's just not going to be at this time. So that's the only problem. So you might watch it as a replay if you don't catch me while I'm live tomorrow, because we're supposed to be having a Christmas party tomorrow, and I got to cut everybody's hair for the Christmas party, of course. So you guys have been wonderful. As usual, thank you guys for coming in. Sahar, I know it's early where you at, or it's late, or I guess you opposite. So I know it's early for you over there, man. So, you know, I'm always appreciative to all of you guys. But, man, if you're going to come join me from Israel, I got to say something. So, yeah. But, yeah, I'm about to head out. It's already 11 o'clock. We did an hour and a half, hour 31 minutes. And I'll see you guys tomorrow. I'll try to remember to go live and do at least from both of my sons. If you guys want to see, like I did that 5-minute fade last time. Somebody challenged me. I did 2 haircuts, 5 minutes each. My sons really don't like getting their haircuts. So if you guys want to see me cut hair fast, let me know. DM me and say, hey, do the haircuts really quickly, and we want to see what system you use. I can do that. Or if you just want to see me do their hair regular, but it probably won't be no longer than like 17 to 20 minutes each. But if you want to see me cut it fast, let me know. I'll go ahead and cut their hair quickly, and that'll be some content for you guys, as well as something to talk about when I do go live tomorrow night at 9 o'clock. Yeah, so maybe I'll go live twice tomorrow. So I love y'all. Have a great night. See y'all. Happy Sunday, Monday, whatever it is for you, wherever you live, Saturday, Sunday. But I'm out. Peace.